Hey guys, so for this quick video, I want to touch on something that I think is really important. So growing up, I think we all remember, being taught about how our ancestors, like the soul food thing that we're always arguing about every year, how it's like horrible and it was made from scraps and why we don't eat chitlins anymore and yada yada yada, like right? Like they just get a little piece of cornbread and eat out the pig trough, like all this stuff, right? But what if I told you that our ancestors also had gardens when they were enslaved? Mind blown, right? Because no one told us that. We didn't grow up learning that. So I've been reading this really phenomenal book thanks to a good friend of mine who got it for Christmas for me because I plan on owning a farm one day. So it's called We Are Each Other's Harvest by Natalie Bizzo, the creator of Queen Sugar. Almost dropped my book out the side. Anywho, but when I read that piece of information, I really had to do, of course, my research because it was new to me. Even someone who feels very well educated on the Black history, even the secretive things that most people don't take the time to learn. So I think it's important that we know that. I think it's important that we recall that type of information. Yes, it is true that our ancestors were they were rationed food. They were given very little amounts to survive on, but I don't think we think or have ever challenged and asked ourselves, well, how were they slaving all day in the hot sun, picking cotton and surviving beatings if they barely had anything to eat? Clearly they were eating somewhere. Now, I'm not saying they had their own farms and it was this large overabundance of food. What I am saying is that these people who knew how to grow, because why else were they brought here? They weren't brought here to make pottery. They were brought here to work land because they knew we knew land. So their thing is, if you are going to starve us with these little pieces of ham hock and these little scraps off your table, we're going to have to do something. And what they did to be resilient and feed themselves is create gardens to supplement their diet. So when you eat that McDonald's burger and fries and you think that you can't eat a vegetable, I want you to tell your ancestor that when they took time to grow that to stay alive so you could be here, that they did it for that. And yes, I am guilt tripping you for eating fast food because that's just me. I mean, sometimes everybody eats fast food, but you know what I mean. So that's what I just want to throw in there. Our ancestors had gardens, and I think that's so beautiful and so dope because it reminds me that we all have capable hands of growing things, but most of all that they were smart, wise people that were so brilliant that they found ways that were nutritional, but also on how to survive so that we could be here. And I'm grateful for that. So let me know if you knew that. And if you didn't, let me know that too. Happy Black History Month, and there is definitely more information on the way.